Hi there everyone! Are you feeling happy and excited today? Do you feel happy and excited today? Myself, I feel happy and excited. Or am I feeling happy and excited? Am I confusing you or do I confuse you? Okay, time out. You see, there are many ways to express your thoughts in English. All of the questions and answers I gave you are using correct grammar. However, they differ in meaning. Do you want to know why? Join me in today's episode about verb tenses and aspects. I'm Teacher T and welcome to TLE, Making Life Easy. To know when and in what situation both sentences I feel happy versus I am feeling happy should be used, you need to understand the verb tenses and aspects and how they work. When I was hired in a call center in Alabang, I had spent a week learning about grammar, specifically subject-verb agreement and verb tenses. That is why I decided to focus two of my episodes to discuss these two important grammar topics because I want you to become call center ready. First, you need to know that there are 3 time periods: past, present, and future. And 4 aspects: simple, progressive, perfect, and perfect progressive. Combining the times and aspects, we will form 12 different verb tenses. I want to show you this chart to help you understand what I've said about combining time periods and aspects. Combining the present time and the simple aspects, we form simple present or present simple, vice versa. We use the present simple tense to say general truths or facts and habits and routines. Like, I'm happy and excited. This statement is my personal fact, that in fact, I'm happy and excited. Also in my routines, like I brush my teeth or I take a bath. In our previous episodes, we discussed subject-verb agreement,
where we learned that only in the third-person pronouns, he, she, and it, that a verb takes its singular form. So, if I'm going to change this sentence as if I'm speaking about third person's facts or habit, the present simple will look like this. She's happy and excited. He brushes his teeth. John takes a bath.
Clear for present simple? So back to the chart again. If we combine present and progressive, we now form the verb tense in present progressive. This is used to express action that is happening or ongoing right now. Like, you're feeling happy because you are watching Teacher T's lesson on grammar. Or, are you feeling sleepy? You see that the verb feel is in its ing form. Another example is we are studying English because we are preparing for a call center job. Now, can you guess the difference between it rains versus it is raining? You're right. The one is present simple and the other is present progressive. The question again is, how do they differ in meaning and therefore in usage? We use it rains to tell a fact or truth, like it rains in Manila. But right now, while I'm teaching you this lesson, it is not raining in Manila. Because if I say that it's raining in Manila, I will be perceived as liar. Because now, it's basically hot here. That is why you need to use the right verb tense in a statement, more importantly in a call center setting, because you will be constantly giving information and answers to your customers. Now, let us combine the present time and the perfect aspect. We now have the present perfect tense. This tense is widely used in our daily lives and even in a call center life.
We form this verb tense by using the auxiliary verb have for all subjects except the third person singular subject, where we use has instead, and combining it with the main verb in third form or the past participle form, which is the ed form for regular verbs or many different forms, or the base form for irregular verbs. Let us see this chart for example. Applying the grammar rule in the use of the present perfect tense, we will use have for all the subjects except for the third person singular pronouns and all other singular nouns. I have called him many times. She has sung the hymn. John has written the memo. Some of irregular verbs, like come and read, have the same base and past participle forms. Like, I've come to realize the right way to teach grammar. And, have you read the script?
Did you notice that I pronounced read as read? Just remember, come does not change its pronunciation when you use it as a past participle verb. But you have to be careful in pronouncing read as a past and past participle verb, because even though it retains its spelling, it should be pronounced as read, but is still written as read. We use the present perfect tense to talk about an experience or action that is started in the past and is continuing up to the present time. Like in the first example, I've called him many times, which simply means that the person I was trying to call still is not answering the call. But once he finally picks up the phone and answers, my statement simply would be that I'd called him many times, or I called him many times. Alright, later in the chart, when we get to the past simple and the past perfect tenses, I will tell you which is more appropriate to use, okay? Back to our chart. Now, if we combine the present time with the perfect progressive aspect, we will form the present perfect progressive, which is a verb tense that is formed by using the auxiliary verb have or has, depending on the subject again, and combining it with the past participle of the verb be, which is been, plus the ing form of the main verb. As in, I've been teaching for 2 years now. This indicates that I started teaching 2 years ago and I'm still teaching up to this day. This tense is commonly used in a call center. For example, you are processing an order for an hour and you are still processing the same order. To express your situation, you should say, I've been processing your order for an hour now, but I need a couple more hours to complete your order. A real-life scenario is, you have been watching DepEd TV for almost 3 months now. My cameraman has been filming me for 10 minutes now. See, it tells us that the action started from a certain period in the past and is continuing to happen up to the present time. Now, the past simple tense. Past time plus simple aspect. The past simple tense is formed by using past tense form of the verb. Again, you do not have to worry too much about subject-verb agreement here. The main verb is always in ed form for regular verbs, or in many forms for irregular verbs. Example, I called you many times, referring to the experience of calling someone many times and finally the call was answered. It is more appropriate than a past perfect tense. For an irregular verb like read, it will look like it's still in the present simple tense. I read the manual. But do not forget to pronounce it as read to indicate that it happened in the past time. Basically, we use this tense to indicate action that was done in the past.
Like Apollo 11 landed on the moon on July 20, 1969. Certainly, this event happened in the past.
Let us move to the past progressive tense. The past progressive tense is formed by using the past form of the be verb was for singular subjects and were for plural subjects, plus the main verb in ing form. Example,
They were watching TV when I got home. It was raining hard by this time last month. These statements indicate a continuous action happening in a certain period of time in the past. Then, the past perfect tense is formed by combining the past form of the verb have, which is had, and the past participle form of the main verb. Example, I had called him many times, but he did not answer. Basically, from this statement, it's obvious that the past perfect tense shows an action that occurred before a certain period in the past. It means I stopped calling him after a long attempt. But past perfect is not widely used in call center settings. We simply use the simple past tense because it already conveys the meaning.
as you can see, there are 12 tenses in English, but they are not all useful in real life. I would like to share with you that the future perfect tense and the future perfect progressive tenses are not practical tenses to use. You might even confuse the other person further if you use them So, we will not be discussing them at all. And you wouldn't want to have a customer telling you, please speak to me in plain English. I don't understand what you're saying. And all because you use the future perfect tense with them. Oh no!
The most commonly used one in business situations are the following. All the simple tenses: past, present, and future. The present perfect tense. The simple progressive tenses: past progressive, present progressive, and future progressive. And the present perfect progressive tense.
So, moving on with our chart, we need to discuss two future tenses, the future simple and the future progressive tense. The future tense form is probably the easiest form. All you need to do is to add the auxiliary verb will to the base form of the verb. Just like the past tense, it uses the same verb form for all its subject, like we will love it, she will love it, and I will love it. You don't have to worry about the difference between regular and irregular verbs in the future tense, because the base form remains the same for both regular and irregular verbs. Finally, a tense that has some easy rules, right? In call centers, we will often say statements in future simple tense, because that is what we do. We promise to solve their problems and concerns. I will check your account for verification. I will call you later. We will deliver your equipment tomorrow. You will be charged $30. This combination indicating future action often uses the contracted form you'll, will call you later. Finally, the future progressive tense, which is formed by using the future form of the be verb will be and the ing form of the main verb. I will be scheduling your consultation starting next month. We will be transacting with customers 24/7 by December. Basically, this tense is used to indicate progressive or continuous action in the future.
To summarize our lessons about verb tenses, simple present, about routines or facts. The earth spins. Agents use computers. Simple past, action completed in the past. God created the heavens and the earth. I went to Bacolod. Simple future, action that will happen or likely to happen. You will learn English. I will turn the TV off after the DepEd TV programs. Present progressive, something is happening at the time being. I am teaching. You are studying. Past progressive, action that is happening at the same time of the action in the past. I was sleeping when the alarm went off. They were watching TV when the electricity was interrupted. Future progressive, indicate a continuing action in the future. We will be providing healthcare services soon. The company will be giving away old wheelchairs to the needy. Present perfect tense, continuing action beginning in the past. The managers and team leaders have interviewed many applicants. She has dedicated time for study. Present perfect progressive tense, action from past continuing to the present. The customer has been following up on his order. The sleepy agent has been missing from the production floor from time to time.
Because he goes to the restroom and sneaks a bit of shut-eye.
Let us check what you learned from this episode. All you have to do is to determine the correct verb tense in the given sentences and supply the appropriate verbs, be verbs, auxiliary verbs, or the main verb forms. Number 1. The agent call last night. The answer is the agent called last night. Number 2. I will be take your order from now on. The answer is I will be taking your order from now on. Number 3. He learned grammar soon. The answer is, he will learn grammar soon. Number 4. DepEd TV improved since it started airing. The answer is, DepEd TV has improved since it started airing. Number 5. The caller has spent hours talking to the agent. The answer is, the caller has spent hours talking to the agent. Number 6. John leave for work early every morning. The answer is, John leaves for work early every morning. Number 7. Irate callers be challenging. The answer is, irate callers are challenging. Number 8. I have write all night. The answer is, I have been writing all night. Number 9. She sleep early every night. The answer is, she sleeps early every night. Number 10. We serve all our customers with a heart. The answer is, we serve all our customers with a heart.
If you find this lesson difficult, let me encourage you with a quote from Thomas Edison, who said, "There is no substitute for hard work." This is the man who gave us the first electric light bulb that really worked, but who had failed many times before he succeeded. Learning any language can feel that way. It requires effort and a lot of commitment. You have to dedicate time and attention to achieve your goals. That is all for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next episode of TLE, Making Life Easy.